Good afternoon, everyone. It's good to see those who are still here. What I'm going to talk about, if you spend the 15 minutes to 20 minutes, I'm sure you'll get a few ideas to take away with you, and you'll know how to generate a few additional ideas for your businesses, especially when you're startup companies. For the past 27 years, I'm working in the industry, in different organizations with different roles, different projects. There's one thing very common. Every organization, every role demands generating ideas. Ideas to improve a process, ideas to improve an organization, ideas to set up a new organization. Idea is the key of any business. So let's see where ideas come from. We all use WhatsApp, correct? But don't use it now while you're listening to me. Let's pay some attention. We all use WhatsApp for what? For exchanging messages, communication. Where the idea came from? The whole idea came from existing technology, which hardly anyone uses today, other than a few banks, because they send some reminders, as the SMS technology. Why WhatsApp become more famous and more demanding, more charming than SMS? Because the founder, he knew what is missing in SMS, which he could build in WhatsApp. The phones, voice message, voice calls, all over internet. No expenses as long as you have internet connectivity. Now let's look at other apps which are there in the market, mostly being used by all of us as well. Let's look at X, or let me call it X, Twitter. It's also inspired by the SMS technology, just like the WhatsApp. But the application is different, the user audience is different, it has become more famous than the SMS technology itself. So there is something existing on which you develop new features, new enhancements, so that the market needs are fulfilled. So from inspiration, ideas can be developed. Now if you look at the Instagram, why it is so famous? While we have so many other similar apps available in this globe. The founder, the developer, they were themselves photographers. And they knew what is missing in the existing applications, which they can deliver and make it more beneficial. And that was only two additional features it thought about. Simply two. The simplicity and the speed at which images can be transferred. Uber. And we are in Bahrain or in GCC countries, we all know, we all have our own cars. We all know transportation is very important. But in Europe, in other countries, they all rely on public transportation. A person sitting in France in a snowy weather, he wanted to call for a taxi, a cab, to go somewhere else. And he was handicapped because there was no taxi available. The idea came from that need. I need a taxi now and taxi is not available. How can I arrange the transport for me or for the rest of the world, anyone who's in need, so that they are not stuck like the way I'm stuck today in that snowy weather? So the idea came to develop an app to ease the transportation globally, and that's the goal. Idea can also come from the need you are in, or the need which is not met or not addressed by the world. And let's look at Tarawa. Why Tarawa is so famous? We all love food. You can see some guys sitting over there having some food. Why Tarawa is so famous? Is it the only application? No. But is it the most famous, which we know? Yes. What happened? A person saw a pattern. He saw a pattern sitting in Kuwait. People love to order food from restaurants without going to the restaurant. He thought how it can be improved and make people's life easy. So he connected the people who live in Kuwait with the restaurants, the menu of food in the restaurants, and the transportation. Because no matter what application we have, if there is no transportation, deliver the food to the person's place, it's a failure. So he connected all those parameters in his app as a service to the people in Kuwait. And then it expanded to the entire GCC. The concept was liked by the entire GCC and everyone used it, and it went actually beyond even Jordan and Egypt, for example. And what do we have in Bahrain? We all benefiting from the benefit pay. It's a mean to transfer money. It's a mean to make the money transfer easier. It's a government level project. So government can also come with ideas and make the process simple for them. If you look at this slide only, you can see ideas can come from multiple sources. Let's take 3 simple case studies. And please pay attention to this case study. And these are, before we go to the case study, these are the 3 simple steps you need to have for any digital platform to be successful. The simplicity, security, and the speed. And if these things are not met in any technology application you are launching, it's simple failure. You need to be very careful about these. Now let's look at the case study number 1. What do you see in this picture? What do you see in this whole picture?
Hard work.
Hard work. Someone say child labor. Somebody say a village environment. Strong head. But someone, very close to this, someone realized a big problem. Problem, the individual who's carrying so many bricks, it could easily be few kgs, right? 20, 30 kg. And this 20, 30 kg, the person or the child or any labor is carrying on their head. Just imagine the old days, in Bahrain even, or in the GCC where we are. You're carrying stuff from the field, the days, carry on the head and come, or you're carrying the water from a distance to home. How much pressure is putting on the head? The pressure on the head gets transferred to the neck and to your spine. What happens? Nerves gets affected. You may break your bones, hospitalized for a lifetime, and who will pay the hospital bills? And if it's not from the hospital, I can assure you they're very, very expensive. Treatment is very expensive. What can be the solution? So someone took this as a problem and came up with ideas. Problem, before you reach your solution, you need to have the ideas. How can you solve it? What can be done when you see a problem? So someone came with a beautiful and innovative idea. Instead of carrying things directly on your head, can it be still carried, but without pressure on your head? I'm still doing the same job, but making the individual's life safer. Not putting any pressure on his head, so it doesn't go on his neck and his spine. Simply designing a special tool where it's very easy to hold, very easy to carry the weight, and a support to the spine so that I don't bend and break my spine and become paralyzed for the lifetime. Very innovative idea, very simple. How much technology is used here? Simple engineering and architect, and it can save someone's life. Imagine we are talking about artificial intelligence and the technology in today's world. how it can be addressed. We saw a few slides earlier. Drones, robotics, artificial intelligence. Can we bring in a robot to do the job? The answer is yes. But is that the right solution? Maybe no. Why no and why yes? Yes, because we are innovating the technology. But let's say you have this problem in a village. Can you bring that technology in a village? How long it takes the robotics to be so innovative to be affordable? Can it be, is it operable in a city where you don't have electricity, no internet, and no trained skilled resources? Is a good balance you need to take in your life whenever you want to innovate something and you want to make a business of it. Help humanity and humanity helps you grow. Let's take another example. And this is a personal example. It's my own problem. It's an example of my real life. In my school days, I was backbencher. College days, backbencher. Somehow I passed the exams and I got a job. And in my job, I was backbencher. And when I was started getting invitation in IT conferences like this, I was a backbencher. And I was afraid to even ask a question. Today I say everyone picking up the mic, raising their hand, asking a question. But I was so afraid and nervous to even ask a question. I thought there is a problem with me. How can I fix my problem before I fix the problem in the world? I asked my fellow friends, colleagues, mentors, I have this problem. I have identified the problem. How can I fix that problem? And someone said, the only problem is you need to start talking. You need to start building the confidence level. I said, okay, fine. I want to my IT peers. All IT programmers, developers, technical people, all the techs. Can you go on the stage and speak with all the knowledge you have? And trust me, that time the answer was, I don't want to. Then we sat together and analyzed ourselves more. Why? The answer was, we are afraid, we are nervous, we don't know what happened. The audience will laugh at me. I can't go. I'm not the person to be on the stage. We found the problem that we are nervous, we are afraid, we have the fear of public speaking. The idea to fix that problem was to identify what solutions are available. Do I need to reinvent the wheel? Do I need to invent something new? Is something available I can make use of? Not all the ideas you have to develop something new or invent something new. There are solutions available. You need to look, research, and see which solution is available which you can use. And as a research, my colleagues introduced me to an educational program called Toastmasters International. Toastmasters, the founder of Toastmasters, Dr. Rollins Manley, he saw the same problem almost 100 years ago, to be precise 99.5 years. And he saw his own colleagues were afraid of speaking in public when they need to speak in public. And he devised this program, and I was introduced to this program. I introduced this program to my peers, and see the difference which it has brought. I started the program, and you can see my colleagues, my IT peers, also joined me, and working on this program, practicing what we are doing right now here in our smaller sphere, the club level, all friends together to build the confidence. And today you see all the IT peers. In Bahrain we have all my good friends in IT. They are today speakers, moderators, they sit and attend panel discussions. You ask them any question today, they will not be afraid. This simple program changed many people's life. This brought that innovation in their life. So idea, you don't need to develop something new if something exists. Now, while I'm talking about this three scenario, now I've come to the process of how an idea is developed and how you get into a solution. Keep these three cases in your mind and let's look at the different phases. Now, as an entrepreneur, the first thing you need to do is look for problems. Don't be a problem creator, but see where problems exist. Identify the problems. That's the first step you need to do. Like I said, I had a personal problem of speaking. I identified my personal problem. The girl was carrying a lot of bricks on her head. Someone identified that's a problem for her health, for her life. Identify the problem. That's number one. We heard a lot in our previous speeches, but step by step you go, it will help you get into the solution. Now, if you identify the problem, see if someone else has found a solution to that problem. You may not be the only person in the world looking at that problem. Maybe someone else has seen the problem. The problem which I saw 5 years ago, someone has seen it 99 years ago. Dr. Rogers went. Now, if it exists, go and use it for your benefit. If it doesn't exist, start listing different ideas. Talk to your peers, talk to your mentors, talk to tech experts, or the field you are. If you're in IT field, IT techs. If you're in medical field, medical doctors, researchers. Get as many ideas, write it down, make a database of the ideas. And the next step is to filter all your ideas and get the top 3 ideas. The best 3 ideas you can think when you work with your team, that these are the best ideas which needs to be looked at, which can solve a problem. And pick the top 1 out of those 3. Why the 1? Because sometimes that may not work. You can go back to the second one and the third one. You still have options. Keep the options open for yourself. So get the ideas filtered and conceptualize those ideas. Develop some business plans and develop some prototypes. In IT, this is what we do. We develop a software, we release it as a beta release so that people can use it and give the feedback. So if you have developed a solution, let people use it as a prototype, as a model. And once they give you the feedback, you know the truth about the solution you have come up with. Is it workable or it's not workable? You stop it. If it's not workable, stop it, go back and restart from the beginning. This is idea number 2 maybe. And if it's going to work for you, then look at how you can scale it up. You spoke about the scalability, you spoke about the financing in the earlier sessions. Can it be funded? Do we have the right funder for this idea? Is the idea going to click in the market? And then you get your sponsors who can fund you for this idea. And once you have that idea, you can launch it. It's fine. It's sometimes easy to launch a product or a solution. But what is the next stage after that? Can it grow? Can it be sustained? Can it actually work for a long time? Not for 1 year, 1 month, or in one area, or in one city, or one village. Can it be expanded to the whole globe? To what extent you want it to be, to grow? If you're happy to be only in one country, it's like only in Bahrain or only in Oman, it's fine. If you want it to grow the whole GCC, what else you need to know? The regulations, the controls, the security features, the compliance. Based on that, you put your strategy for the growth and you continue. These are steps which you need to follow. And we spoke a lot about funding in earlier sessions also, and we have our colleague here sitting from Saudi Arabia. He talked about the Saudi Arabia and the issues in Saudi Arabia and how it can be resolved. So in Bahrain, we also heard about Bahrain, how they fund and so on. But there's so many other organizations out there helping funding, like IGOAI. They have special community for the entrepreneurs. If you talk to them, they will connect you with a lot of other experts in Bahrain, in GCC, and the whole globe. And the job is to find resources which can help you through events, through workshops, connecting the technical resources which you need, which you may not find in your country. They can find those resources globally. If your idea is to the level where they think it can go to the next level, workable, they start supporting. And they even fund projects. If you're an entrepreneur, if you have an idea, workable, you can present it to IEEE, they can help you with the funding. So you don't have to sell your car or house or take a big bank loans like many people do and then they go bankrupt. The organization they help. We saw a few organizations in the start of the session and IEEE is one of them which can help. So take the help of them and make your idea successful and workable. So, conclusion, think of problem which is not resolved so far, or think of an innovation you may think, okay, I can do it better, I can do it different. Do that, think of how you can do it, and follow all the steps and processes to reach to a solution. And if you want to discuss more on one-to-one basis, you can scan my LinkedIn account and I'm honored to be in touch with you. Thank you very much.